Yo, what's up guys, Godu here, back at a new video, and in today's video I'll be ranking all the fighting styles in Blox Fruits. Well, recently a new fighting style got added into the game which is known as GODHUMAN. So with this, the meta of Blox Fruits changed a lot. Everybody has been trying out this new fighting style and giving their own opinions about it. Some people think it has really low damage, some people say it's slow, and a lot of other stuff. But yes, in this video we will be ranking GODHUMAN as well as all the other fighting styles in the game, so you guys know which ones are the best to use and which ones are really in meta right now. So if you guys are excited for the video, make sure to hit that like button cause I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to miss this one. Also, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 17,000 subscribers. That would be greatly appreciated. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. So boys, here is the tier list and here are the tiers: best, very good, decent, bad, and trash. And here are all the current fighting styles in the game, including GODHUMAN. So just to make the things a bit more interesting, I have decided to start off with GODHUMAN. So first, what are the requirements? You guys need to have 400 mastery in every single awakened fighting style. So what does this essentially mean? It means that you guys need 400 mastery in Dragon Talon, Electric Claw, Superhuman, Sharkman Karate, and also Deathstep. When you guys have 400 mastery in these, and then you guys need these specific ores, and then it will cost you 5 billion belly and 5,000 fragments for this fighting style. So by far this one is the hardest fighting style to obtain in the game, but in my opinion doesn't come up to the expectations. GODHUMAN is just a rework of Superhuman in my opinion. Like, the effects are a bit more cooler and you can hold the skills to make them a bit more powerful. For example, if you hold the first skill, it will deal a bit more damage and also will have a bit more longer range. As for the second one, if you just tap the X button, it will do like a projectile move. So essentially, if you hold it down, it becomes like the X move of Superhuman, but if you don't hold it down, it will work like an instant move and is pretty decent at PvP. Then the last move is similar to Conqueror's Gun of the Superhuman. It just has some better effects and also like a small stun at the end. So that means GODHUMAN is actually a very OP fighting style. But the thing is, the update has been launched for like 1 or 1.5 weeks. So we don't have a lot of experience with GODHUMAN. That's why we don't know a lot of combos, or we don't know what devil fruits to use with it and a lot of that stuff. So I think we should put it in the best tier. But yes, after a few weeks, I think this is maybe going to drop if it doesn't get a buff. I think they should make it a bit more faster, so it seems like the upgraded version of Superhuman, if that makes any sense. But yeah, currently it's definitely going in the best tier. Then the next one we have is the best fighting style in the game. We don't even have a question about this. This is the legendary combat fighting style and will be going in the top tier, as you guys can see. Yeah. Moving on, we have Dragon Talon, one of my personal favorite fighting styles in the game. Well, from a couple of days, or you can say a week or so, I've been using Dragon Talon and I really like it in PvP. Especially the first move is so fast and basically gets everybody in the combo. Second move is a projectile. It's a very OP move for PvP. Third is a big AoE move, like if your enemy is running away from you, you can just teleport next to them or near them and then press the C move and they will explode, and it does a lot of damage. I think Dragon Talon does the most damage in fighting styles. So that means that by damage, Dragon Talon is one of the best or the best fighting style in the game. And if we talk about combos, yes, it is actually very good in combos as well. So there's not even a chance that I'm going to be putting it at very good or decent. It will definitely go in the best tier. Then the next one we have is Electric Claw, and one of those fighting styles which I don't actually like. Yes, like all the other awakened fighting style, this one also requires you to have 400 mastery on the previous fighting style, for example on ELECTRO, and then 5,000 fragments and 5 million belly, or maybe 3 million, I don't know. But yeah, that's the requirement. But as for the fighting style, I think I don't really like this one. Don't get me wrong, like everybody, like legit everybody uses this fighting style and they are in love with it. But personally, I'm not an Electric Claw type of a guy. I like to use Superhuman and now recently GODHUMAN. So yeah, Electric Claw is not up my alley. It is very fast, and the thing is, like, the moves are a bit wonky sometimes, especially the second move. Like sometimes it just goes through your enemy and I just get really annoyed by that, because that can start a combo or even end a combo and deal a lot of extra damage, and mostly just goes goes through the enemy, and I'm like, what happened? So yeah, ELECTRO is not for me, but it is a top tier fighting style. But just remember that this tier list is according to me, so that's why I'm gonna be putting this in the very good section. I'm sorry, I know this is a very top tier fighting style, but I just don't like to use it a lot, so yeah, it's gonna be in the very good tier. Okay, then we have the Deathstep. This one is one of the starting fighting styles in the game, and a pretty decent one to start off your game with. But I would not recommend anybody to get this if you are starting out in Blox Fruits, because the thing is, when you are low level in Blox Fruits, having a powerful devil fruit is so much better than having a powerful fighting style or having a powerful sword. Because the devil fruit has like 4 different moves, does a lot of damage. Also the cooldowns are a lot less because it has 4 moves compared to the 2 or 3 moves a fighting style gives you. So that's why do not waste your belly or do not waste your time on these stupid fighting styles like Deathstep, ELECTRO, Fishman or Dragon's Breath if you guys are leveling up. But if you guys want to unlock the better fighting styles, for example like Dragon Talon, then you would have to level up the Dragon Breath to up to 400 mastery or something. So yeah, that's why mostly people use all of these fighting styles, but I think they do not have any use other than that. But obviously they are better than the legendary combat fighting style, so it's gonna be in the bad tier. Then we also have ELECTRO. The thing is, I think ELECTRO is a bit more better than Deathstep, because especially its first move, that's a really good stun. If you have like a really good devil fruit, for example like Awaken Dark, or you have Doe or something like that, you can use the Z move of your fighting style in combination with those good devil fruit moves and do an insanely OP combo, because the Z move does a lot of damage, and obviously you're going to be using your devil fruits moves as well, which will deal extra damage, so that will buff the damage of ELECTRO as well. So I think it is a bit better than Deathstep, but both of these are not that good, so yeah, keep that in mind. Then we have Superhuman, my personal favorite fighting style in the game and one of my trusty fighting styles as well. I remember the good old days of Blox Fruits when this fighting style was feared by everybody. Like if somebody was using Superhuman, you knew you were going to die. But yeah, other than all of that stuff, the damage is really good of this devil fruit, and especially the combos. They're just so smooth. Everybody and even their parents know the Z, C and X combo of Superhuman, so you know that it's an OP one. And legit, it goes with every single devil fruit, sword, gun in the game, so it's definitely going in the best tier. Then our next one is the Sharkman Karate. I actually really like using Sharkman Karate. Like the moves are very unique, and they can be used in combos and also can be used as some spammable moves as well. Like a lot of people compare Electric Claw with Sharkman Karate. Like they're always fighting about this comparison. They're like, some people just say Electric Claw is so much faster, so it has to be better. Then some people say the combos are smoother with Sharkman Karate, and the list just goes on. They just keep on fighting between these two fighting styles to find out which one is the best. But in my opinion, if I were to rank both of these, I think that Sharkman wins this. It's just so smooth to PvP with, and especially if you are a gun main or if you are a stun based devil fruit main, this one is a really OP fighting style to use with that build. Then we have the Dragon Breath. I don't know why, but a lot of people like using Dragon Breath like in PvP for some reason. Like I don't understand it. Like I've seen like multiple people use it and they are in 3rd C. Maybe they were leveling it up for Dragon Talon and just came across a PvP match or something like that, but I've seen people use it. Yes, I'm not against using Dragon Breath, but I think when there is like Superhuman, GODHUMAN, Sharkman, Dragon Talon in the list of fighting style, why would you use Dragon Breath, you know? So that's just my only question. So yeah, it's just gonna be going in the decent tier for me. I have nothing to say about it. Then we have the Fishman Karate. Now it's like a really mediocre fighting style, but previously it was actually a very solid fighting style for PvP and also for farming. But we're not gonna be talking about the old Blox Fruits, are we? We're here with update 17.3. So we have to rank the tier list according to that. Also boys, what a coincidence, like the tier list spells out F, like look, F right here. That is so freaking cool. But yeah, anyways, we have one last fighting style to rank, which is also known as Deathstep. When this fighting style got released in the game, everybody was so hyped they used this with Do, and still some people use it with Do, because back then it was a very OP fighting style to use, and still is for some people. But personally, I don't like using Deathstep, because the Vermilion Drill requires you to have a stun based Devil Fruit or a stun based sword or something like that. Like, you would definitely need a stun based item or a stun based Devil Fruit or something to stun your opponent with, and then you can use the Vermilion Drill, or else you're not gonna land this. Like, trust me, you're never gonna land the Vermilion Drill. So yeah, so that's why it's gonna be going in the very good section, and just below Electric Claw. I like Electric Claw a bit more than Deathstep, but yeah, I'm not gonna be ranking it any higher than this. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is the tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found something helpful. If you have, make sure to hit that like button and also hit that subscribe button. That would be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.